Is being a vampire a disease, or is it just a curse? What's up, everybody? Seds here, and today I'm doing a review on Shiki. This one definitely caught my eye because I'm typically not drawn to vampire animes, but I somehow stumbled upon this one. I know what you guys are probably thinking.
People would know we're different. This is what I am.
It's like diamond.
But no, it's not that. This one starts off in this small little village, and you think it honestly takes place around this valley girl who really hates it there, that wants to move to a big city because she does not like the community. A lot of new things are starting to happen in this small little village, like a mansion's getting built. That's kind of weird because this is like a small little village, so for a mansion to be built. But coincidentally, around that time, people start kind of dying. No red flags yet, because it's only old people, but still, people are starting to die and people are starting to talk. Then a epidemic starts kind of breaking out. Everyone is starting to come down with this illness that, for one, puts you in a trance, and for two, you kind of die. Like, that's pretty huge. And this poor doctor is struggling to figure out what this is. Like, how do I detect this illness? How do I cure this illness? But nothing he does is really catching on. And sadly, he's losing way more patients than he's saving. But at this point, things are starting to get a little dicey. Things are starting to heat up. The vampires are now making an open attack and trying to restock their quantity because they are lacking in numbers. They only came to this small town with just a handful of people, so they need people. Like, they can't have an overall brawl with them yet because they're still small. But between, you know, coming out and doing their thing, recruiting more people, and honestly, one thing I did like about this anime is there's a 50% chance that you're going to turn into a vampire. It's not like you get bit and you turn. Like, they have to take a chance. So they're looking for candidates, looking for this, and stocking up. So then it becomes a battle of like humanity versus vampires, and it's crazy because it makes you question who's really going to win. And on that note, I can't say anymore. So let's go into my thoughts, my likes and dislikes. So right off the bat, I was turned off because there's a vampire anime, and I'm not really drawn to vampire animes or vampire movies or vampire shows. That's not really my scene, but for some reason, I decided to take a chance, to take a little gamble on this one. And, you know, honestly, it did pay off. I like the art, I like the style of how they were doing things. It kind of was original and it kind of wasn't. I mean, in a couple senses, they kind of reinvented it. Like, for an example, vampires that can walk during the day are called werewolves. And they explain how that term came about, and, you know, werewolves aren't really, you know, werewolves like we know. And they try to keep it original, try to keep it creative, which was awesome. You know, I love the art. The artwork was amazing. How they did a lot of the stuff, I mean, was typically amazing. How I can't really say what I was about to say, but they do have some really awesome, unique features, is what I was trying to say to these vampires. Another good thing for me, which I don't know, might be a turnoff for you guys, is the fact that this was actually 22 episodes, which I like because a lot of times when I'm watching animes, I get kind of really into it, and those that are only 12 episodes, I can finish super quickly. But like, if I'm watching an anime, I typically want a longer anime, because if I'm spending my time getting invested into it, longer is better for me. And definitely the 22 episodes did work for this anime, and they didn't feel too drawn out. They didn't feel too slow. They kind of, they mixed it. The flow is pretty good, and overall, it was a really, really good anime. All in all, long story short, I think you guys should give this anime a try. It was definitely worth the watch for me. If you guys are into vampire animes or you're trying to dabble into the vampire anime market, I would definitely check out this anime because it was kind of original. It was amazing. It brought a lot of new things to the table, and it was pretty bloody. So those who like blood, that's another perk. So, hey guys, if you really enjoyed my content, please head over to my profile, and if you haven't already, click on that sub button, but then also click on that little bell. That bell will notify you anytime I post up a video, so that way you can always be kept up to date. Thank you guys for watching. I had a lot of fun making this video. If this video helped you, please do the thumbs up, as that really helps me out. Also, don't forget to check me out over on facebook.com/SedBird and also twitter.com/SedBird. Facebook, I'm always posting, being kept up to date, and letting you guys know what I'm working on and all that fun stuff. But, like always, I'll see you guys in the next one.